Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pro-Am Podcast. Just a couple amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cohen.
I'm RJ Tamillo.
You know, please like and subscribe. It's as free as can be. Free to 1, 2, 3. Free to go in the bathroom and taking a goddamn pee.
There it is.
That's what it is, folks. That's what we're doing. Just pissing. We're just out here taking pees. You ever been... You know what's better than... You know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, I'm having a great night. Like, this is fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Always.
I was talking about that with Sean the other night.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that. I couldn't agree more.
Just because it's like, this is better. You get the wind.
Yeah, you're out to, you're free. You're free as can be.
Free as can
free
be.
Free taking a pee.
Cool as can be. We're cool cats right now with these shades on. Can't see the hate.
Can't
see the hate. Fuck you,
haters,
Philly. Can't see the hate. Come on. Season 7. Let's go. Come on.
Now you got the Miami Heat for literally like the 15th time in the last 15 years. It's crazy. They literally play every Eastern
Conference
Conference
Finals.
4 of the last 5 and like 7 of the last 10. That's insane.
What are you going to do?
It's always Heat Celtics. You know why? That's because they're managed very well from top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Both teams.
Top
Both
to
teams.
bottom.
You got
Head
Pat
to
Riley.
toe.
You got Eric Spoelstra.
Brad Stevens.
I've got Brad's in the front office now. Yeah.
GM Brad is insane. He made all those trades, made all these trades. It's GM Brad, bro. He got Broggy, he got White.
He's a very intelligent basketball mind. So
I mean,
it kind of made sense that his transition into a front office job would be pretty smooth.
Yeah, honestly.
I saw him being good at that. All right, you want to start off with a little Laker action or a little Celtic action?
We can start with a little Laker action. Let me know your thoughts on
all right, so
last night.
I was gonna start with the Golden State series first.
Okay, go for that.
Yeah, so that was one of the better series I've watched in a while. I enjoyed every second of that because obviously it's fun to watch Steph and LeBron go off against each other, and all the other stars that are in that game. So that was a fun series. Lakers in 6. I'll take that all day.
Lakers in
6. That was good stuff. Klay Thompson, where you at, brother?
Yeah,
My man
he fucking disappeared.
Disappeared out of thin air. Chucking bricks. I was kind of worried when Game 6 rolled around. I was like, Game 6 Klay. And then he was just chucking boulders.
Nope.
That didn't really matter.
No, sir.
Lakers took care of business in that one.
Taking care of business.
And now they got the Nuggets.
They didn't take care of business last night.
Did not. Almost came back and
let me tell you,
made it interesting. But
the second half, the Nuggets, they may have been the better team, but they were not the better team in the second half. They got fucking demolished.
Yeah, what I think is going to happen personally after watching that whole game is it's a tale of two halves, like most basketball games are. Not most, but some. And like the Lakers looked like complete and utter dog shit, obviously, in the first half, and the Nuggets could make anything. Like they were just throwing up shit, and it was going in. Like shot clock, like before the shot clock violation would go off, like Michael Porter Jr. was hitting crazy step backs in the corner. Jamal Murray looked like prime Kobe for a while in the first half. Yeah, Jokic obviously did everything he wanted and more.
Jokic is fucking.
And then once they made that adjustment at halftime where they took AD off of him and let him kind of just roam around and be a help defender, they basically looked like they figured out what Denver was doing.
Oh my god, yeah.
So, and then the Lakers shot well the whole game.
Once Darvin Ham made that Rui switch, I mean.
Yeah, the Rui switch is big. I think it'll be similar in Game 2. Honestly, you could see Rui starting over D'Lo.
Over D'Lo?
Yeah, and then because they had Schroeder and D'Lo starting last night, so I think one of them is going to come out, and I think Schroeder plays better defense, so they might leave him in.
Jokic is just.
But yeah,
Jokic is different, bro.
You can't game plan to stop him. You
Rebound,
can only game plan to limit him because he's going to get his
fast break,
like just about every game.
Layup. I mean, he's running the floor.
Yeah, he looked insane last night, dude. Like what? Look at this guy.
What a pass!
Yeah, he was throwing all kinds of crazy passes. Dude, did you see the 3 that he shot in AD's face at the end? Yeah. When I went in, I was like, "Fuck this!" Like, of course that went in. That's also what Mike Breen said. He was like, "Oh, of course it goes in."
That reminds me of.
It was so annoying.
The one finals game last year where Jordan Poole hit that ridiculous shot. That's when I just was like, "Yep, this one's over."
Yep, there's certain games like when you're hot, you're hot. When it's going your way, it's going your way, and it was
not going any other way. And it was definitely going Jokic's way. Definitely going Jokic's
Either way, though, I'm glad that they kind of, I guess, started to figure out what they needed to do for Game 2, like midway through Game 1, which is always a good sign when you can like a game that looked like a blowout. They kind of turned it into just a learning of figuring out what they need to do next game, and then they ended up making it a close game and almost won it. So I can't really complain about that. Besides the first half, they've played a pretty good game. They shot like 50% from the field. So,
yeah. They looked really good in the second half.
Yeah, Braun and AD went crazy.
Combined for more than Jokic and Murray. Maybe by a point, but shows you that you need the bench these series.
Indeed you do.
You need those role players. The only teams that are going to make it out are the most complete teams. Mm-hmm. Most complete.
We were talking before, too. It's kind of cool that we're in this point of the playoffs where you're just using 8 guys pretty much. Like, you got your 5 starters and maybe 3 guys off the bench.
Strictly business now.
Yeah.
Strictly business.
You're seeing the stars play extended minutes. You're seeing the best guys on the court more often. So, it's getting good. It's getting juicy.
Before we shift to
Celtics,
I want to talk about this. The new one.
I can't see a thing over at that screen with these glasses on, so I got to take these things off. Whew, lights are bright out here. Yeah. Like and subscribe to the Pro-Am Pod if you haven't already.
Watch. Fucking job.
Oh, man.
Grizzlies said they were aware of the video and suspended Morant from all team activities pending league review. In March, Morant was suspended for 8 games after he was seen holding a gun inside a nightclub on Instagram. Morant did not immediately respond.
Yikes.
Oh, shoot. Dude, it's like... Where's the... I want to see the actual video. No, I just clicked on it.
I don't know what's going on with Ja, but the whole situation's getting blown up way too much. Again. Bro, he has some shitty friends. I don't care. Like, stop going on Instagram Live when he has a gun in his possession. Stop doing it. You got, what, probably a couple hundred followers.
I get
for
that.
A few people. Like, just stop doing it when you're with them.
No, I agree. At the same time, though, like, Josh should know better to begin with.
I agree with that as well. But, like, at the same time, like...
They are fucking their money up.
More so
they're fucking their money up.
Yeah, exactly. Like
big time.
If I'm Ja, I'm like, bro, go on Instagram Live again, you're not getting a penny out of me.
You're fucking your money up. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Be like, yo, deactivate your account or you're not getting a dime from me.
Dude, some of those guys live off him.
Probably.
And they're dumb enough to do that shit, and he's dumb enough to bring that shit around. Even though I understand the fact that the real matter of the fact is he really didn't break any laws whatsoever.
None.
In the state of Tennessee, according to Stephen A. Smith, you're allowed to open carry without a permit.
Yeah, without a permit?
That's what he said.
Oh, interesting.
Not sure if Stephen A. is right, but
I think he's wrong.
That's what I'm quoting.
Sure you have to have a permit.
Let's look it up. Do you need a permit in Tennessee?
Tennessee, yeah. I'm sure you do. But who knows? Either way, like, you already got in trouble.
The permitless handgun carry. On July 1st, 2021, Tennessee law will permit a large majority of citizens to carry a loaded handgun on their person, openly or concealed, without having to possess a permit.
Well, how dare I question Stephen A. My bad.
Crazy. That's crazy. But, I mean, he's not... Is there a difference between... Is there a difference between the way Jaws... No. I'm gonna word this wrong. If there was a picture of Jokic in Serbia with a fucking fat ass shotgun in his hand, looking like a straight up thug hunter,
you never know,
with a fat or whatever it is.
Yeah,
are we gonna flip out?
Probably not. I bet you the media doesn't.
I get it. This was the second time.
Yeah. And
it does look bad for the league and for the Grizzlies, so I totally understand. And Ja's an idiot first and foremost. Let's not screw that up.
Yeah, no.
But I think the way that the reaction is being taken a little too far.
I agree with that.
At this point.
Yeah. I saw a thing earlier. It was like Steven Jackson actually posted it, and it was a picture of Chris Kaman, white dude, from 2012, 2015, and 2020, all while he was playing in the NBA. He's got just pictures with, like, massive assault rifles, and he's got, like, a full body.
Would there be a difference if John took a video with his gun locker in his house, just like this? Yeah. Is there a difference between that and doing this?
I honestly don't really know.
He's not pulling the trigger. He's not harming anyone. He's not putting anybody in danger whatsoever.
Yeah.
Who's to say the gun's even loaded?
I would say my opinion on it is 3 things. Ja's an idiot, but everyone else is overreacting, for sure. He shouldn't be suspended. Like Mad Dog Russo said, he should be suspended 40 games. Like that's ridiculous.
You know what that does to a team? That sets a team back for their entire year.
Yeah, 100%.
Because now they have to their draft fucked.
Yeah.
Their free agent signings fucked.
And from an NBA perspective, I think obviously the person that should be the most mad is Adam Silver.
Rightfully so, he is.
Because he literally like had a meeting with him like 2 months ago, whenever it was. They sat down, like told him, you can't be doing that. You're a face of the league. Like, and kids look up to you. Like, you understand how that's a bad look, right? And he understood all that. And like,
said he was sorry. He said he could tell he felt sorry.
Yeah, and then he had to give another apology now, and had to say in that apology, I know my words probably don't mean anything to anybody now. Well, yeah, they fucking don't, dude, because you're still doing it. Just stop. Just like put it away.
That's the part everyone should focus on.
You don't look cool.
They shouldn't focus on him having a gun or looking like a thug or anything like that. That's not what you.
Just the fact that he's not learning from the experience.
It's his inept fucking perception that he doesn't realize the weight of what he's doing.
Exactly, 100% agree with that.
And the fact that he's doing it over and over.
Yes, yeah, 100%. I think we're on the same page. How long would you suspend him or fine him?
Max, I like when Stephen A. said or JJ said to double his 8, make it 16. And then if you want to do that, you double the fine.
So his first suspension was 8 games, correct?
$600,000, 8 games. What's wrong with 16 games, 1.2 mil? You're losing $1 million. That's gonna, no matter how much money you're making, you're gonna be like, all right.
You're like, damn, I just lost $1 million because I had to put my gun on.
And God forbid he does something a third time like an idiot.
Yeah, and then you got to triple.
All hell's gonna rain. No, all hell's gonna rain down on that. If that happens,
then maybe
you're a goddamn fucking idiot. It goes past the gun too. Still goes past.
It's not even really the whole point of the thing at all.
I don't think it's even about it.
It's really not, because like you said, like he's not breaking laws, but like it's just the weight of what he's doing because of how many people look up to him and how he's supposed to be a face of the NBA and the brand itself.
That guy's stupid.
Silly. Very silly.
Stupid. Stupid.
A lot of coach firings just happened.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of those.
You got Bud, Monty,
Doc.
Nurse, Doc. They're all going to go to each other's teams.
Probably.
That's the funny part.
Of those 4.
They're going to send Doc to Phoenix.
Doc to Phoenix, Budenholzer to Philly, Monty Williams to Milwaukee, and Nick Nurse to
China.
Philly?
No, you said Budenholzer to Philly.
Oh, Budenholzer to Philly. To China.
No, I think the Raptors are going to find a completely new person.
I think it's not going to be one of those 4.
I can see them hiring somebody in-house, just someone that's been around the organization for a bit. Sometimes a lot of teams seem to do that, like the Celtics did. They stayed with Missoula.
I don't think
he's a young guy.
I don't think Rivers, Monty, or Budenholzer will want to coach. So I think they do that.
You don't think they'd want to coach
in Toronto?
Oh,
so fair. I like that idea to give yourself a year. To maybe if another good coach gets fired, you pick him up.
Right.
If this guy's good enough, stick with him for a little bit longer.
I can see that. Yeah.
So the in-house thing does kind of make sense for them. For
Philly,
I think Philly's best choice is Budenholzer. I don't think they should even remotely look for anybody else.
I feel like the logic behind that is he coached a great big, ran an offense that had a great big in it.
Against them.
Exactly.
That's what he knows them.
Yeah, so
and he knows the East.
I think he can probably coach that team pretty well.
I don't think people understand the advantages in that of coaching in the same conference for as long as he did.
That's a weird firing to me, Monty Williams.
Yeah, what do you expect out of the guy? You gave him nothing to work with.
You traded his
You
entire
said,
team.
we're going to take your team and your young core, and then we're going to give you this guy so your 2 stars can just play iso ball.
Yeah, here's Kevin Durant.
Good luck. Go win a championship.
Yeah, go win a championship and try to manage telling them what to do. Good luck.
Not even just telling them what to do. Just try to manage a game in general. They're going to listen to him. They're going to listen to him. They got respect for the guy. He's one of the most respected coaches.
Absolutely.
I think it's a matter of what he has to do. He knows what he has to do. He has to let Devin Booker and Kevin Durant play.
Right.
Can't not.
He doesn't have any other options, really.
Not to mention he was missing his Hall of Fame point guard.
That's also very true. Who they're apparently shopping right away. This offseason, that's what they said.
Because he was only there for Monty.
Yeah.
He literally was there because he liked Monty.
Possible fits for Chris Paul. Who do you got?
I don't fucking know, honestly. I didn't know about that until you said it. So, I didn't have anybody in mind. I don't know. It's a good question.
I feel like he's not a guy that's going to give you starter minutes every night anymore.
Yeah, I think he's past that too.
I feel like he's a 26-minute-a-night guy at most.
I don't know. I mean, he's probably going to go to a championship team. Who's going to sign
I could
him?
see, like, James Harden leaving Philly and the Sixers signing
Chris Paul.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be fucking classic Philly.
It would be.
Fucking up again.
I don't know, though. Hard to say.
It is hard to say because Embiid's such a good big, and Chris Paul plays well with good bigs.
That's why I thought it. I just feel like it kind of makes sense somehow.
Imagine if Monty went to the Sixers.
See, yeah, that could make sense. We might be onto something here.
You know what I'm saying?
All that just to get matched up with the Celtics in the second round again next year.
Yeah, poor idiots. Dumb dummies. Speaking of the Celtics, they play tonight.
Yes, they do. Miami Heat,
Yes,
game
sir.
1 in Boston at the Garden.
Welcome to the Garden. Welcome to TD Garden.
What time's that game on? 8:30?
8:30 Eastern TNT. So nobody's got to listen to Doris. That's always a good thing.
That's always a plus.
Because she's a goddamn headache.
Yeah, not a fan of Doris.
I mean, talking
Never
about a
have been.
slurp job, she slurped Embiid that entire series.
Yeah,
bro.
she
I
did.
couldn't even believe it. I was like, all right, we get it.
She never referred to him as Joel Embiid. It
The
was always
MVP.
the MVP. Yeah,
The
every
MVP,
time.
Joel Embiid.
Yes. We know. We heard you.
We saw him cry and then lose. We saw, all right? We fucking saw it all right?
So, what are you thinking going into this series? What do you think the Celtics have to do to get this thing done? How many games they doing it in?
They need to win every home game.
Okay. Starting with tonight. Makes sense.
But I think the real key to success is limiting turnovers.
That's always key, for sure.
And it really just depends on the play of Jason Tatum.
Yeah. I mean, if he did half as well as he did
When he plays
Game 7,
the way he
he'll be
plays, it opens up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I'm going to take a look. When he scored 50.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. 51 in a Game 7, most ever.
Yeah, when he scored that, I just want to see everybody else's stats.
What we got on these buttons?
So Tatum had. Damn, Tatum kind of just took over.
Yeah, he went crazy.
I take it back.
What were you going to say? It opening everything up?
It does, but I mean, everybody's plus minus. Holy shit!
I mean, they didn't have to do
They're
anything.
plus
Look
minus.
at their field goal attempts is what you should look at. No one really shot that much. Like, look at Horford. He shot the ball 6 times.
Robert Williams didn't shoot at all.
Yeah, didn't even shoot once.
Oh no, yeah, he did. He shot.
Oh, you're looking
he
at
shot
3
6 times. Yeah,
Yeah,
Al only
like,
took
no
6,
one has
Marcus took
double-digit
7,
shot attempts besides Brown and Tatum.
and they're both 25 plus.
They were going crazy. And they obviously, if they weren't hitting shots, I'm sure they would have
Nah, Brogdon had
elected
double-digit
to
shot attempts.
trust their teammates a bit more.
Brogdon
They
had
kind of were
double-digit.
just hitting everything.
Bridges had double digit. I mean, Brogdon had
On the
double
bench.
digit.
Okay, I was looking starters.
Derek White didn't have the best of games. 3 points. That's the other thing is like,
Yeah,
it's scary that like if Brown and Tatum have a good game, Brogdon and Derek White won't. But if like Brown and Tatum aren't doing too hot, they're there to
Step
pick them
up.
up right
Yeah,
away.
for
It's
sure.
kind of crazy.
It is.
And the person that needs to play the most in this series, I think, like, is Grant Williams.
Think so?
Not the most, but I
But
think
he needs
the
to
most.
get more minutes than last. Yeah, he didn't get a ton of minutes.
He's effective.
He is.
He's effective when he's on the court. Whether he doesn't have to score, and that's not a bad thing to even have on the
Nah,
court
it's
when you
not.
got as many scorers
I mean,
as we do.
it's like the Sixers with PJ Tucker or
But better.
or this Warriors with Draymond for a while. I mean, he was kind of scoring in the Lakers series, but usually is just kind of a control the flow of the offense type of guy and play some defense,
Yeah.
which every team needs. They're a key piece to a championship team for sure.
No, I need him to play a little bit more. I mean, Jimmy's going to do what Jimmy's going to do.
Yeah, it's,
Regardless of what we sit
it's
here
the
and
same
say.
in every series.
I
Like,
could
the
fucking
stars
sit
are
here
gonna
and
get
say,
theirs.
"Fuck you, Jimmy. You're gonna get shut down." The fact of the matter is he's not, and that's not
Yeah.
what the Celtics should be worried about. Quite honestly,
I mean, yeah, you got if just Jimmy Butler goes off, you can just
this
like,
series
the rest of the team is going to have to do something.
depends on limiting Bam rebounds and Duncan Robinson and Strus 3 attempts. Not makes, attempts.
I literally wrote that down over here. I said the bigs would be key in this series because they're definitely going to have to control the glass, and I think they will.
I think after last game, Joe's going to keep starting Rob. So Rob's back in the starting lineup.
You think so, though? Because they kind of play a small ball.
Actually, you're right. They do play a small ball.
Because Bam is their center, and he's like 6'9".
And Al can handle that.
Yeah.
Al just fucking played incredible defense on the MVP.
I feel like they might throw like a Derek White or a Brogdon in. Maybe.
Probably start White. There's no need to start Brogdon. Too many ball handlers. Yeah. Too many shooters.
You don't take the 6-man out of the year out of the 6-man spot.
Also that, yeah, he probably takes pride in that role. So as he should, which is what makes a 6-man of the year. Mm-hmm. So that's a fucking fact.
Who guards Jimmy? You think first game, like primarily?
Jalen
or
Marcus. They're gonna do a lot of switching off those two, but
yeah.
I mean, when Jalen...
As they should. When you have multiple guys that can defend a guy like that, like you shouldn't make one guy exert all of his energy on him and let the other guy kind of get some on offense. And
even though I can totally see Smart just fucking taking it.
I can too, because he's just that type of guy. But I'm talking Brown at least. Like you might want to have Brown on him for a little, but you definitely don't want him all game. That way you can.
No, he needs to get some on offense. Yeah, that's where Marcus Smart comes in. That's why I think Marcus Smart's going to stay on him.
Yeah. For sure.
I think in a lot of switch situations, they're going to do a lot of try a lot of switching on pick and rolls because it's just going to create space for shooters to get open.
Yeah,
so it's going to make you think, what are they going to attack? They're going to pass it back to Bam. Like then you got Duncan in the other corner, Strus in one corner,
right?
Gabe Vincent at the top of the key, and then you play a side game with Jimmy and Bam, but. It all depends on the Celtics' help defense and their ability to jump the passing lanes and limiting just contesting shots. Yeah. You contest shots, they're gonna miss them more than they're gonna make them.
If you contest on guys like Strus and Duncan Robinson,
they can make their first 2 or 3. Okay, but if you keep contesting,
just don't leave them open is the key.
Don't leave them open. That's the main key. Just don't leave them open, and you'll be chilling. Other than that, I mean, I don't have anything to say about our offense because that's just gonna come with itself. Other than limiting the turnovers, I think. We are way better when Jason Tatum is aggressively driving towards the basket, which he was doing against Embiid, so I don't see why he shouldn't do that against Bam.
Yeah.
Or potentially Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. Fun fact you see what I'm saying? About Kevin Love. 11-0 in the Eastern Conference. 11-0 all time in the Eastern Conference in series.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's never lost.
The good thing is, though, we have our own Kevin Love.
Who's your Kevin Love?
Blake Griffin?
Oh, yeah.
But he's better.
Yeah, I would say. At this point in his career, most definitely.
So, that's the keys to the success for the C's. Season 6, as usual. I've been saying it since we ended the thing with Philly. I was like, all right, on to the Heat, Season 6.
I kind of agree with you.
We'll see. Depends on these 2 first games, just as every series, are just the most important.
Right.
Especially for the Heat. But
I could see the Heat stealing a game early.
The problem is...
if that happens...
Last series,
Celtics in 7.
I think we lost at home last series enough to be like,
yeah, let's hold this down. We got to defend home court tonight.
Plus the fans, now the fans, they weren't really in it before. Jaylen Brown said some shit.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Which I loved.
Which I loved.
Oh, he just said.
That shit was cool. I'm pretty sure I sent that to you on TikTok or something.
You just told him to bring the energy.
Yeah, that was a cool little quote out of that.
He said, just make sure y'all bring that energy. Because they were not fucking... Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Just broke everything.
Yeah, and that's Sixers-Celtics series. Once
there you go.
Once the Sixers didn't close it out at home, they weren't winning in Boston.
Who the fuck records that part?
Yeah, what is that? Literally the tail end of it. You don't even have to pull it up if you can't find it.
He just says it for 2 seconds. It's not that big of a clip.
I was just thinking about the listeners. Maybe pull it up for them, but that's okay. Nah. You saw the clip. Hockey playoffs have been pretty crazy.
No, we got to talk about Wemby.
Oh, we do.
The fact that he's going to Pop. Pop always getting his Frenchmen, huh?
Always.
Boris Diaw, Tony Parker.
Yeah, the Spurs just historically get like the best number 1 overall picks. Tim Duncan.
Their last 2 were Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
And then Wemby.
And then they went to 22
like the
straight.
Biggest prospect since
once
LeBron.
they drafted Tim Duncan. They went to 22 straight playoffs, most in NBA history.
It's a fun fact. See what Wembanyana brings.
Clearly, that streak has ended, but
yeah,
because they have the number 1 overall pick, so
I don't think they've gone to the playoffs since. They've been. What's the last time the Spurs went to the playoffs? It's been a minute. Probably like 20. They might have snuck in one year as like a play-in. 2018.
With a 47-35 record.
Wow.
Damn, bro. 2016, they were 67-15. And lost in the Western semis.
The Spurs teams were fun to watch. What do you think about Dame going to the Spurs?
Nah.
You see that happening?
I don't think it's... They're going to have to give up a lot of what they just got.
That's actually true, yeah. They can't really...
That's why I don't really see a point.
It's not really... Yeah, there really isn't a point.
You're going to take a chance on Dame to give up
you
what
have
you
to
just worked hard to draft.
You have to kind of have more of a team like already established to make a trade for a guy like that.
They got rid of DeRozan. They got rid of Murray. They got rid of Derek White. I mean, they unloaded.
They did.
No need to take on a Damian. I just don't think it's in their best interest.
They might have a ton of assets, though. I'm not sure how many they do have, but like after you just rambled off all those trades, like they might have some assets left over from some of these guys. A lot of picks.
They used a lot of them.
Did they? To get who?
I mean, their starting lineup is so goddamn young. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
it's all first and second round draft picks.
Very true. So
you got
plus,
Trey
I don't
Jones,
think Dame is gonna want to
Vassell.
go to a team that young. He wants to win now. You're right.
I don't see a point for either.
Philly or Brooklyn.
That's where I see the most fit. That's just I don't know why I just see the most fit there.
Definitely.
I think it's the
Philly would be interesting.
They're just put together. It's just a put together team.
Embiid and Dame together would be pretty scary, honestly.
It would. It really would. I mean, I can go on and on about it.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's the annoying part. But knowing Philly, Brooklyn's probably going to get them because they just got.
So?
They traded for a shit ton from Phoenix.
Yeah, they have a ton of assets.
So they have a shit ton of
picks. As long as they hang on to
and you give them
Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson.
You give them a Dinwiddie and a Cam Thomas
with some picks.
3-4 picks. I think that's justifiable for Dame.
I think so.
Maybe less than 3. Maybe
especially
2
at this
picks.
point. They also said something I saw today that like the Blazers are trying to build around him still or whatever, but like they've been saying that literally every offseason. They're like, oh, we want to build around Damian Lillard. Yeah, well, start building. Like they haven't built shit in like 8 years. It's crazy. It actually infuriates me that he just like gets wasted out there.
It's also his choice. He could.
It is his choice and it's his fault.
Same
but
with
like,
Bradley Beal.
It's also just the management is just so incompetent. It seems like
they made one good move.
Yeah,
him.
Pretty much. That's it. And then CJ McCollum, and then they're like, you know what? We'll trade you.
We don't want you here.
Let's keep building around Dame.
We don't want you. But I'm excited to see what Wemby's got.
Me too. He's like
especially under a guy like Pop, dude.
Pull up some Wemby highlights.
Under a guy like Pop.
Guy's a fucking psycho. Literally.
He is, dude.
The video of him crossing a guy over, shooting a step back 3, missing it off the back of the rim, and then putting back his own rebound on a putback was like mind blowing. You don't see shit like that. Wemby man. Wemby.
Ja Morant is in a world of trouble.
Certainly is. Is that what the headline said?
Yeah. No ads. Get out of here. Come on, ads.
Damn, I forgot it's only 3:30 right now.
See, tough fadeaway. Doesn't matter.
He doesn't even look real. He's just a creative player.
Bink.
Bink.
Fadeaway in your face. I'm 7'4".
Yeah, how do you contest that?
Ew. Handles. Drive on you. Can't block that. I'm 7'4". Oh, what the? No way he pulls up. Okay.
One-legger and one.
Holy
This kid is filthy, bro. Literally disgusting.
I'm 7'4" and quick. Get out of my way. I am
Get that shit out of here.
Holy God, dude. This kid
Unreal.
can fucking... I forgot who I was talking to. Somebody was like, Wembanyana's not that good. I was like, have you watched this motherfucker's highlights?
Yeah. You can't watch his highlights and say he's not good.
He's a
going to be
teenager,
disgusting.
right? This kid's a teenager, by the way, in this video.
Just wait until he puts some more muscle on. He's going to be a fucking unit.
And he's been playing professional basketball since, like, Luka's age.
Yeah, that's also a big thing. Like, guys that come from overseas, when they're, like, a lot of them play professionally for multiple years. Like, I know it's not the NBA, but
it's still
professional.
Pros.
Yeah,
it's
like,
still
you're
pros.
playing against
It's guys that
grown
just
men.
barely made the NBA.
Yeah, and they're grown-ass men, and you're a kid playing against them.
If you're in the NBA, you're in the best basketball organization in the world.
You're
the best of the best. Yeah. Whether you're the 12th man or the first man, you're 100%. The best of the best.
Yep.
If you just barely missed that, you're still top 10%.
Right.
100%. Of really, really good basketball players in the world.
There's definitely a chance, too, that some guys in other leagues, there's like the best guy in that league might be better than the worst guy in the NBA. But it's just sometimes it's all about opportunity and timing and shit.
All opportunity and timing's everything.
Yeah.
There's good basketball players absolutely everywhere. 100%.
And the game just continues to grow everywhere.
Look at our top players in the league. Jokic, Antetokounmpo, Luka. Yeah. Now, one of those guys is from Embiid.
Yeah.
No one's from America.
None.
Besides the old fucks.
Yeah. When's the last American-born MVP?
Good question. Good question.
Because Giannis won 2 in a row. Jokic won 2 in a row.
Good question.
Embiid just won.
Last
Who was before that?
American MVP.
Maybe like KD or something?
It's got to be KD.
Or Bron.
2018. James Harden, 2018.
I forgot he won an MVP.
The year before that was Westbrook.
I forgot he won an MVP.
And then Curry,
back-to-back Currys.
KD, Bron, D Rose in 11, Bron, Bean, Dirk, Nash, Garnett.
Both of those Steve Nash MVPs are Kobe's. I don't care what anyone says. Kobe averaged like 35 that year. Steve Nash averaged like 16 points a game and like 10 assists. And they were like, oh, you got the best record, so you have to be the MVP.
Yeah, honestly. He's the
Those
lowest.
Stats are
He's
insane.
the lowest average on this fucking list.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Steve Nash was great, had great seasons.
Both
but like,
those years.
Statistically, like, Kobe was destroying him in like just numbers alone.
Yeah. Bill Russell.
How many MVPs does Bill have? Definitely a bunch back in the day, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5, but
Legend.
He has 3 in a row.
Yeah, it's impressive.
The only one.
That was one of the. I think Jordan too. Jordan might have 3 in a row.
1, 2, no.
No?
Magic's in between. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
Damn.
From 1987 to 92, it was either Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson.
That's sick.
They were just like, yeah, you want it this year? Yeah, you can get it.
Speaking of Magic Johnson, he's now a part owner of the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, shout out Magic. Shout out Magic. That's the first black owner.
Is it?
In the NFL.
But didn't that just happen last year? Wasn't there someone else?
I thought that was GM.
You might be right. Yeah, but it's like him and I think 2 or 3 other guys or gals. I don't know if it's men or women. I don't know. But there's like 4 different very wealthy people.
Gals?
Who all went in on the Commanders, who finally got sold. I'm sure their fans are very happy because they've had some shitty...
Well, it says here the only black majority owner is Michael Jordan, but now you can add Magic Johnson to that list.
There you go. Bang, bang. Congrats to Magic.
Good for Magic. Congrats, brother.
Congrats to the Commanders fans.
That guy got AIDS, and his life's been nothing but up.
Yeah.
I think I got to go get AIDS.
He's a hell of a story.
Think about it. Magic Johnson got AIDS.
Like, thought his career was over.
Millions.
Yeah. Thought his career was over, and then came back, played a little more, and then just became like the most famous guy.
He owns a football team.
Yeah, he's pretty damn famous, too. He's just got even more famous than...
Because of AIDS.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me it.
Crazy. He said, give me it.
Then all the good stuff will start coming my way. I didn't know that's what you needed in life to succeed.
Just AIDS.
Just get AIDS.
Just a little bit of AIDS.
Just a wee bit. A wee bit.
Hockey playoffs have been pretty crazy.
The crack pieces got eliminated.
Kraken's
I don't know
did.
shit about the hockey playoffs.
Yeah, Kraken got eliminated, so now it's Florida versus Carolina.
Panama!
Thursday night, that game is. And then Friday, you got Dallas versus the Golden Knights. Personally, I think the Golden Knights beat the Stars in 7.
Panthers Knights.
And I think the Panthers
Knights.
Panthers beat the Hurricanes in 6.
Good night.
Night.
to the Panthers.
And I think the Knights win the whole damn thing.
Vegas?
Yep.
That's going to be one hell of a selly.
I think they win the whole damn thing.
You know what's going to be so stupid about that? Their city's not going to celebrate traditionally. It's just going to be a bunch of tourists.
That's probably true.
They're just going to be walking up and down the strip. Even though that or it'll go
I'm
nuts.
sure it'll be fucking nuts.
You think?
I mean, their games are nuts. Like,
Are
the
they?
atmosphere in Vegas is crazy for the hockey games.
But how many of those people do you think are...
Diehards?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a lot of them are fans enough to be like, why not? I'll go to the Las Vegas Strip and celebrate this fucking championship, you know?
But I also think tourists are also like, why not? Let's go to a Vegas Knights game.
That's true. That is true.
We're in Vegas.
But I mean, I don't know. Anytime you bring a
What, are you
championship
going to go to the
to a
Aces
city,
game?
Certainly not.
Even though they got a lot of attendance in their playoffs.
Do they?
They did.
Good.
They broke records.
I'm glad the
They
game is
broke
growing.
records.
I've watched a game or two here and there. I'm a big supporter.
I haven't. But that's besides the point.
About
That's
5
besides
minutes.
the point. We're not going to talk about that. Seen anything funny on the internet today?
Today, let's check the old Twitter. I always like a bunch of crazy shit on Twitter, so we'll see. I have something for you.
Random dancing.
Also,
Random dancing.
another little hockey tidbit. Connor Bedard, #1 pick, is going to the Blackhawks.
Bedard?
Connor Bedard, he's like the biggest prospect since McDavid. He's going to be disgusting. He's 17 years old, and he's going to be starting in the NHL next year. Like, literally insane. Kid's filthy. Of course the Blackhawks get him, because why not? The rich get richer. I got Jonathan Toews and fucking Patty Kane forever. They both leave.
But how many
they
cups
get
did they
Bedard.
win with them?
Multiple.
Multiple?
Beat the Flyers in 2010.
In the cup?
Yeah. That was like the year after is like when I started to follow hockey. Like I remember like watching the Flyers in the Cup at my beach house and Kevin watching the games. And then the next year I went to a game and then I was like, all right, I'm a Flyers fan. And tough decision.
Ever since you joined.
Tough decision. I mean, there was some good playoff runs like a couple years like during my fandom, but it's not going to be good anytime soon.
No.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
What was I just about to look up?
I don't know. Any funny shit. We can also just wrap this up. We've been going for a while.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we have been.
We're almost about
Chatting
40
it
minutes
up.
in.
So give me a one last little Celtics thought before this game tonight. What do you think? Give me a final score prediction.
No, but score prediction for tonight?
Not like just a like how much you think they're gonna win by, like type of
Tonight?
yeah.
25.
Think so? Big blowout tonight. You think they come
Big
right
summer
in?
blowouts. Big summer blowouts.
I'm gonna say
I don't. It's gonna be 10-point game within. They're gonna come out buzzing. They've been chilling, rested.
I'm gonna say that they do cover the 8 points tonight. That's all I know. I think they're gonna win.
Hopefully that line moves.
Win by enough. I think I liked what you said before about how they lost a game early at home. Tonight they're gonna come in and hold down the fort.
I think they are, but
I agree with that.
I hope that line moves.
Yeah, that would be great
hate 8.5.
for the pool.
We get screwed in that damn pool.
Yeah, we do. Celtics have the biggest
Because
spread
we-
all fucking playoffs.
It's just
long.
annoying. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, we made it this far, so
We have.
we've
but
won.
we've
We've won
fucking
4 out of
skated
every
on
3.
thin
4 out of
fucking
3.
ice the entire time.
Yeah, every time.
This is gonna be the hardest
The sweat.
spread matchup. But
Yeah.
Renda, I'm coming for you, brother.
Yeah, Rendog, we're coming for you. The Pro-Am, baby.
All right,
All right, we'll wrap this thing up.
take us out, RJ.
Thank you for listening to the Pro-Am podcast. I'm RJ Tamillo.
Samuel Cohen.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Send this video to a friend. Keep on liking and watching our videos. We appreciate it. More content coming soon. Maybe a little Twitch stream action, a little MLB The Show. Well, who knows?
We'll get it going. We'll get it going.
Thank you, and enjoy the playoffs.
Peace.